Ask them all. They've got a YouTube channel. Got a YouTube channel?
There will be.
Oh, yeah, actually.
All right, moving on to our next part, and that is elimination. So it is the second method. There are two. We did substitution yesterday. Today we're going to do the method called elimination. So I think you should remember this from Algebra 1. So those of you with your computers open, hopefully you're on this PDF. So I trust that you are. Elimination, because we will eliminate. All right, let's get right into it. We just got to do a couple problems today, dig through on a Friday, which is all good. So as you start to think about elimination, okay, I'd like you to think about step one as same number, one positive and one negative. So I'm either going to get the x with the same number, both x's, or I'm going to get the y's with the same number, but they have to have one positive, one negative, okay? So that's step one. Now, part of that might be 1a, okay? We might have to manipulate or multiply. Yeah, whatever, multiply. Can't even spell today. Okay, so you might have to multiply both equations, one of them, to get that to happen. Step two, you're going to add down. Now, let's look at what we got going over here on this first one. Do we have same number, different sign? Yeah, we do for the y's, don't we? Also make note that you need to have the x's lined up, the y's lined up, and your equal sign. So that's all, the transition there has to be lined up. Okay, if it's not, then we gotta do a little work there. So now I'm ready to add straight down. If I add straight down here, I get 7x, don't I? Here's why we call this elimination, because now I've got the same number, different sign. What happens here? They basically are 0. 4 negative 18 give me negative 14. Hence, I've eliminated the y's. Now, not all of them are this easy because you're going to have to do some things with some of them. But this one I set up for us to understand easily. Step 3, of course, as always, we're going to solve. So solving here, we're going to divide by 7. We're going to get our x at negative 2. So negative 2 is our x value. Now we're down to our last step, of course, which is, I just call it both. Got to find both numbers. Got to find both x and y. Which one do we have? Oh, we have the x. So doesn't matter which one we plug it in. We talked about that yesterday. It does not. Okay. So I'll go ahead and plug it right here, negative 2. Negative 2 times 3 is going to give me what? Negative 6. Plus 2y equals bad golf shot 4. I'm going to add 6. I'm going to get 2y equals 10. And of course, divide by 2 to finish this guy out. And now I got both x and y. X is negative 2, y is 5. Hence, elimination. Elimination. Boys feel pretty good about it? Yeah, it should. Should be a lot of review. Should be pretty straight up for all of us. Again, step 1, you understand, same number, one positive, one negative. Now, does that always happen? No, you might need to multiply by something. You might need to multiply both equations, maybe only one. A little side note, make sure your x's are lined up, your y's are lined up, and your equals are lined up, right? Once you get that, add down, solve, get the other one. questions here? Everybody feel okay? All right. I will eliminate the X's because I feel like they're smaller numbers. Now, I like the tendency to go that route because I don't have to make as many mistakes. So, what number am I gonna try to get these X's to be?
15.
How about 6? A little
Oh,
small.
I thought you meant the Y.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go for the X's, so I'm gonna multiply this by the deuce. What do I need the bottom to be? I need to be -3, because remember, they have to have the same number but different signs. See how far I can get? I'll give you a little 35-second head start. A common mistake is that if you forget to distribute all 3 of these, so we need all of those. 6x plus 10y equals -32. -6x minus 9y equals +27. All right, so there's step 1 and 1a. We got them same number, different signs. We had to manipulate, didn't we? We had to multiply both of them. Now, I could do the y's too. As JJ said, we could get 15 there. We could go that route too, but I just chose the x's, and either one I'm gonna get the right answer.
Why is it -3 again?
Because I need to get, well, 2 times 3 here gives me 6, -3 times I need to get negative,
Yeah,
so I have a
okay.
different sign.
Yep.
Now I'm ready to add down. What happens? Why do we call it eliminate? Because we've done what with these?
Eliminate them.
Uh-huh. What do we got here? Well, that's nice. It's just y, isn't it? Well, what is y equal to? -5. So we have our y value. We're down to finding the x, so we gotta find both of them. Both. Does it matter where we plug it in? Obviously, no. I'm gonna choose the smaller of the numbers because it's just easier, so I think right here. I'm gonna have 2x, -5 times 3 will give me -15 equals -9. We're working on finding x now. Add 15. And now we're down to 2x equals 6, so x is equal to 3. And there you have it, my friends. Elimination. Woo-hoo. How's that for a Friday?
Easy.
Downright exciting stuff right up there. We're getting a root, right up there, we're getting a root now.
You get a root canal?
I don't know.
I heard they hurt.
Yeah.
Have you ever got one?
I don't know. Have you ever got COVID?
Yeah.
God.
Go for it. Should be pretty easy. Why? Why is this one easy?
Because it's already eliminated.
It's already set up for you. What are we eliminating? Which right? What do we, X's or Y's?
Why?
Okay, see how far I can get. Give me the X, Y coordinates. Thank you, all of you are very engaged. I appreciate it.
Well,
It's not always the case. So thank you on a Friday for trying.
Microscrew.
2 weeks left in the 9 weeks. Be checking your grades, be thinking about something you might want to improve. If you're concerned about where your grade is, if you're concerned your parents might not like where your grade is. Because that's really, unfortunately, most for you, it's probably the bottom line. I'm sure some of you want to do well and your parents don't push you. Gotta make them happy. As a former parent myself. Don't forget, we need our X's and our Y's lined up, and we do have that here, so it looks like we're gonna end up with -8x. Hence elimination, because we've eliminated those, same number. what am I gonna equal to here? Is it -6?
Yeah.
Divide by 88 then. And it looks like my x, I'm gonna simplify it to 3/4. So we got one of the two solutions, we gotta find that other one. Again, we've talked about this numerous times, it does not matter where we plug it in. Either one of these will work. If I put 3/4 here,
He's good. 3.
I'm gonna end up with 3 plus 7y equals -25. Subtract 3. I'm looking at 7y equals -28. Divide by 7, we're looking at what? -4, is that right? Now, there's some Joy Mudville there.
I love
I'm an elimination guy too. I like elimination now. I mean, substitution, especially elimination if you have like this one right here. This one right here, because you got numbers, okay? You got a 4 here, a 7 here, a 12. I mean, I'm talking about trying to solve for one of these, I'm gonna get a mess load of fractions, it's gonna be a pain. So substitution is usable if I had a single y, you know, like 1 in front there. Elimination always works without much fraction.
Are we gonna have another big test on this 9 weeks?
I think so.
Hell yeah.
And I think we'll probably have one more before the end of the 9 weeks, because this is a short chapter. Chapter 3 is gonna be short.
Is this an easy one?
I think it is.
The last one was a little long, okay.
I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next. So, just like linears, you could have many infinite if it's true. Remember, we just got done with that, didn't we? You could also have no if it is false. So on the assessment or whatever, you don't have to tell me if it's contradictory. They have some other stuff in there. All you have to do is say no solution or all the reals, okay? Infinite amount or no solution. Infinite amount or no solution. Infinite is if it's true. No solution if it is false. Now, what do you think? What are we really doing here is that if they have no solution, what's going on with these two lines? No solution, we have a line coming here, and then we're probably gonna have another line going like that. What would that mean if there's no solution? They never cross, so they are parallel, okay? What do you think's happening if it's true?
Perpendicular.
No, they look like this. What are they?
On top of each other.
That's right, they're the same line. That's a possibility. So my friends, nothing really new here. We already know that if it comes out true, it's going to be an infinite amount of solutions, right? We learned that in chapter 2. If it comes out false, we also know there is nothing. All right, what do you think? There's a good chance this is either going to be what? True or
False.
you can take a guess or you can do elimination or substitution. Now, I'm messing with you here. If you're gonna do elimination, what's the problem right now?
You gotta change the y and the 3x.
Yeah, you gotta get stuff in order. Y plus 3x equals 1. 2y plus 6x equals -18. You could have used substitution. You could substitute for this and get y equals -3x plus 1 and plug that in for y here. You can go that route too. But since we're doing elimination, I'm just gonna stick with that. So see if you can work elimination on this guy right here. I think if you multiply the top equation by what? Top equation, multiply the top equation we have here by what? -2, I think you could work out. So if I do that, I'm gonna get -2y. I'm gonna get -6x. And I'm gonna get -2.
Jesus.
I know him, he's my savior.
Good guy, isn't he?
He is. Add straight down, oh, look what happens, everything gets gone. I got 0 equals -20. So pray tell, do we have any solution here? This is a false statement. There are no solutions. No solutions here. What's true about these lines then? What's true about these lines? They are the same line, just a, okay, they're the same line. Questions? Everybody okay? Anything at all? I'm sorry, these are not the same line, they are what? I said same line, but they're parallel. They're parallel lines. That's why there's no solution. I said same line, but that's incorrect. Notice if we were to solve for y here, we're gonna have 2y equals -6x minus 18, divide by 2. We're gonna have y equals -3x minus 9. Of course, if I were to take these little brackets out, which we can, we really have the same line, just what? Just different, same slope, just different intercepts. So if they have the same slope, they're never gonna what? They're never gonna intersect.
Yeah.
No solution here. So false is no solution. How do we feel about that? Everybody okay? One more. One more, last one. Those of you engaging. All right, I think we can multiply this one by -8. That looks good to everybody? If I go with -8 here, I'm still gonna have the top one be the same. -8 here is gonna give me -56x minus 8y equals 32. It's gonna end up with 0 is equal to 0, aren't we? Yeah. So that is true. So these lines are what?
Same.
Yeah. Questions? True statement. Infinite amount of solutions. Alrighty. If you didn't submit yesterday's, please do that shortly. And we will call it a day for now.
Dang it, Mike.
There is the assignment, 19 to 26. I'm gonna give you a few of the answers so you can check them. I'm not concerned about, you just writing the answers, because that'll be counted wrong. I need to see some work. So there you have it. Thank you very much.
It was 19 through 26.
Yeah.
Finish. Okay.